Oh my god. It's Cillian without his helmet on. You imposter. Hey, what's going on? YST here. Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today, a bit of a fun one for you. Nothing serious. We're not going to be talking about skills. We're not going to be talking about who is the best champion. But we're going to be talking about who has the best art / best character design in each faction when you talk about legendaries and epic champions. So I'm going to be choosing my personal choices. I think it'll also be fun in the comment section below for you guys to tell me what is your favorite champion, epic and legendary, in Raid. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Alright guys, so traditionally people usually head to the Bannerlords. I'm going to start at the bottom with the Shadowkin. Let's get that out of the way because I am a biased piece of you know what. So if it was down to me, I'm going to say Jenzin because I'm biased. But let me just kind of throw that out the window. I need to talk about character design here. So for legendary, it's between Jintoro and Riho Bonespear. I'm going to go with Riho Bonespear on this one. Would you guys agree with that? I think she's really unique. Nobody really stands in this kind of realm when it comes to the art design. Looks absolutely amazing. We got the fire horns, we got the fire spear. She's floating on thin air. I think Riho takes this one from the Shadowkin. I'm sorry, Jenzin. And Noble, we're not talking about you. In terms of the epics, I had a little long hard think about this one, but I was thinking Burungiri because nobody else really has this kind of art style, and I just really can appreciate what the team has done to this one. I wonder who's in there. Is that any champions we could know? I doubt it. But apart from that, I was going to say Jembo because I just love Jembo in this game, but I need to stop talking about kits. So I think in this faction here, I think Burungiri wins this one. And when I'm diving into these champions, choosing my favorites, I'm going to give kind of extra kind of thought towards people that don't have reskins. So bear that in mind. So for this faction, Riho Bonespear and Burungiri take the win. In terms of the dwarfs, this is a pretty tough one. I was thinking Tormin, but apart from the actual aesthetic of the champion, the background also plays a big part in this. I really wish there was kind of ice or something going on around here, maybe a different theme in the background. But in terms of who I think is the best one, I'm going to go with Mountain King. I think the detail on the armor is just next to none. Look at that axe. How could you take a little pass on that axe there? Amazing aesthetics on the helmet. We've got a nice long beard. And that ponytail. I can't really do that ponytail. I ain't got much hair. But I think Mountain King's going to take that one. In terms of the epics, I really like Demitha. But I think her cousin is going to take it this one. Let's have a look at Gala. See, none of these ones really stand out as really unique to me. Rearguard is up there, possibly. But I'm going to give it to Cornelia. Yo, she just looks like a freaky doll out of something out of a Halloween movie. So, Cornelia, you're going to take the dub for that one. Let's head into the next faction. So, Knight Revenant. This is a really tough one. Really, really tough. Initially, I was going to say Narmada Returned. I think she just aesthetically looks really cool. Look at that. What is that going around you? But who else could be up for as a candidate? Be it a Tomb Angel possibly. And then also there's that champion that the community made. I forgot his name, but big shout out to you with Calvalax. Really unique. Should we give bonus points for someone in the community actually drawing this up? Oh, it's a tough one. And then there's Mr. Hegemon. I don't know guys. It's a really tough one to choose one. But I think just for the community's sake, I'm going to go with Calvalax on this one. Because as a community member to come up with this as an art design and for Raid to bring it to life, I think it deserves some bonus points, so I'm going to give it to Calvalax on this one. Heading into the epics. Skullcrown, just don't speak about it. Let's just not talk about it. Miscreated Monster, kind of in a league of its own in this one. With a Frankenstein design. Who else is there that could really participate with a Miscreated Monster? Golden Reaper and OG, nothing really much going on. Sinesha, we can't really give it to her because it's kind of a replication of the Skullcrown. I just clicked on it. Okay, we're going to give it to Miscreated Monster, guys. So, Mimo and Calvalax for the win in terms of the Knight Revs. Heading into the Dark Elves. Let's go, guys. I'm not even going to click on any other champion here. I'm giving it straight to Lydia the Death Siren. Very unique. Nobody really replicates this style. In a league of her own, once again. I just think the wings, the way she's floating on air, uniqueness, not a character reskin. Lydia Death Siren is absolutely amazing, even when she's doing her abilities in-game. Sorry Vizix. You're gonna have to get lost in the vote one more time. In terms of the epics, I was looking through these as well and one stand out again. Can you guess it? Madame Ceres. All of this stuff that goes around the champions, I am adding to the bonus points because we got bats, we got a nice gleam coming off her staff, a witch, the classic witch, and they executed it completely well. Never noticed that on the top there. Best not be a Skull Crown part 3 with that little bit of metal there. Overall, Madame Ceres and Lydia the Death Siren take this one. But honorable mentions, I really like Rogue the Huntmaster. He's pretty unique, right? So let's get into the next faction. Undead Hordes. My god, Polarium, you're giving me a hard job on this one. Alright, so I might actually have to click through some of these. When I was first thinking about this video idea, I was going to go with Harvest Jack because really unique once again. That word has been used a lot in this video, but it's mainly because, have any of you guys noticed this? This is Elhain, and then there's Aethel, or the other way around, and then we got Kael here, and then we got Gallic. So you got the 4 starter champions on the chest, which I think is a pretty nice touch. Amazing looking staff or axe, whatever that is. We've got a pumpkin as a head. A pumpkin head. Can't really get much better than that. But let's see who else there is, in case someone else could take the spot. I think... See, when you talk about character design, he's got a lot of reskins with that Akoth the Sid and the other elemental. Can't really remember. So I can't give it to Urost. Vlad, pretty basic, just a Dracula. Mashald is really cool. But still, I think... Ooh, Necrot. The ultimate Death Knight himself. The Neck Rat. I don't know. I really like this champion design. Of course, there's Siphi, all-time classic, but even then... She's blue, and she's got a bit of flowers on her head. And she's dead. I'm going to give it to Harvest Jack. Would you guys agree on that? I think the character design here of the starter champions, we've got a pumpkin head, nice bit of smoke and everything going around. Really cool. In terms of the epics, this is a tough one. Who even here stands out apart from Druglord? Okay, man. Alright, we're not going to choose Druglord. Karam, apart from wearing a mask like me, let me just get it out. Not really much going on with Karam. Dark Elhain could be a candidate, you know. I like the sleek design of this. I think they did a really good reskin of the Elhain. Oh, don't point the arrow at me. I didn't do anything. Dark Aethel, pretty basic for my liking. Catacomb Counselor. I'm really struggling on this one. Do we have to really give it to the Druglord himself? I think we do. The Druglord takes the win for me. We've got the 2 nice purple shields. He's kind of dark in the shadows. He's got a nice little backdrop. He's got his own aesthetics with the armor. Not really a reskin. But Alpha's Druglord for the win. Let's head into the next one. So, Demonspawn. I really like this Vassal champion. He looks like something out of... What's that guy from Mortal Kombat? Is it Shao Kahn? Is that the final boss from the OG games? I like Vassal. He could be a candidate. These champions are pretty much reskins with the Tyrant and the Prince Kaimar. Not going to give it to them. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to give it to Krutraxa. Yeah. Oh. But then again, there's a Candrathon. Oh, man. This is harder than I thought it'd be. I had these kind of presumptions before I came into this video. Mortimer Cab? I think just for the amount of times that I've been perilled in campaign and in the Doom Tower, I'm going to give it to Mortimer Cab. I'm going to do it. So Mortimer Cab for the win in terms of the legendaries. I'm sorry Krutraxon, I'm sorry Vasil. And in terms of the epics, who's unique from here? Pack the Wenderer is pretty unique. Correct me if I'm wrong. Narzana. Ooh. Unique, but I don't know. Oh my god, has any of you guys ever noticed that before? He's got 2 bodies on his pockets. Who's in those pockets? Possibly a Kale or a Dark Kyle. Ooh, Magnar. He's definitely not going to be a part of that. I don't know what they was thinking with that art there. Alright guys, I'm giving it to Magnar. Keeping it short and sweet. I think... Ooh, look at that as well. Okay, definitely Magnar. That is wicked. You don't really notice these kinds of things until you actually do videos like this. Alright, so Magnar for the win there, and then we chose the Mortu Macabre. Let's head into the Orcs now. Why did it make it so hard for me? You see, in terms of this, there's reskins. There's Warlord, and there's Val the Destroyer, and there's also a Vrask, and they're all kind of similar themes. They just switched up the face and stuff. This guy looks like he's been drowning in the sea for about 15 years. It's between Iron Brago and Grohawk the Bloody for me. In terms of uniqueness, well, I guess he's got Angar, so there is a reskin. Iron Brago? Yeah, we're gonna have to give it to Iron Brago, guys, because standalone design, there's not been a reskin. Aesthetically pleasing. Apart from the face, I don't know what you're looking at. Even the weapon. I don't think any other champion has this weapon either. So we're gonna give it to Iron Brago. Pretty good choice. And Seer and Skullcrown. One day we're gonna get you. Dr. Pierce, really cool. I like the shield. What's here really stands out. I hate Shaman, I hate Bonekeeper. Bloodfeather can go back to wherever you came from. Zargala, sleek, but not really much going on. Vrask, once again, a reskin. But then there's Sanash Survivor, who I think character design is really cool. Or am I just being biased because I love using it in Clan Boss? Okay guys, for the epics, I'm going to give it to Dr. Pierced. He's got grills. What more do you want from a champion? Gold grills and a skull on his shield. So for this faction, in the Orcs, it's going to be Dr. Pierced and Iron Brago. Heading into... Where was we? The Skinwalkers. So here, in terms of uniqueness and standalone champions... Can't give it to you, Norok. I'm sorry. I've seen all the adverts. I know you get left to the side. We cannot give it to you. For me, it's between Leorius the Proud and Brachus the Shifter in terms of uniqueness. Brachus the Shifter is just... He's so cool. Would you guys kind of disagree with that? Shall we do a tie? We got a lion and then we got a werewolf. Or do we give him extra points for being an OG in the Skinwalkers? And then we got the Cleopteryx. I like her, but I don't know. Seems a little bit basic for me. This one, they just put a fox on her head. Coroner, really cool as well. I love using this champion, but a lot of you guys are going to kill me for this. I'm going to give it to Brachus. I think Brachus deserves the spot. You just look at him, guys. Like, if you didn't have this champion and he first came out and he hasn't been out for a long time, you would think this champion looks amazing, right? And the fact that he was a fusion and he was attainable for most players, even though he was actually one of the hardest fusions, I'm going to give it to my boy Brachus. And in terms of the epics, do you know what? I'm not going to faff around here. I'm going to give it straight to Rain Beast, an OG classic. A reindeer with a sword. Doesn't get much better than that. Christmas coming around the corner as well, so let's stick to the theme and give it to my boy Rain Beast. In terms of the next faction in the Lizardmen, Krisk, amazing champion, we all know that. Aesthetically, looking like a Ninja Turtle. But for me, I think they went the extra mile with Baby Krisk. Bar Sather. Look at that, guys. We got an electric baby rat version of Krisk. He deserves that, right? Coming like a Rattata out of Pokemon. So, I choose you, Basatha. Romantu, pretty solid, but it looks pretty basic in my eyes. Let's give it to him, the little rat. In terms of these ones, Venomage, I like the style. There's not really another Cobra in the game. But I think Scathix is going to take it. We've got a fish, carrying fish, and when he uses his kit, he throws a fish at you, and he's got a fish, another fish, as his aeroplane pillow. So he came here on the plane, put that around his neck, he jumped in the sea, picked up his buddies, and then he turned into a fish himself. So we're going to go for Scathix and Bar Sather on this one. Ogre Tribes, Ignatius. That's it. I'm not going to sit there and faff around. We know we got the reskin of Biggin. But when you compare him to Biggin, he's pretty much in a league of his own, right? Not really much of a champions here I would choose. Would any of you guys choose War Mother? I don't know, it just depends what you're into. Let's head into the epics. Let's stick to the theme of Christmas again. Let's not stick to the theme of Christmas again. I'm going to give it to Eurogrim. And why is because no other champion in the game looks like him. A lot of people want this champion, including myself. I know he's been nerfed, but aesthetically pleasing. That's all I could say. I really like the job they did on this champion. Heading into the next faction with the Barbarians. Okay guys, a lot of you probably going to say Turvold, but remember he has got that reskin of Jotun, right? So this epic champion here. Where is he? This one. It's pretty much him but with a different sword. Ursiga, bit of a warm weather vibe. I'm going to give it to Yakal just because of the backdrop. Would you agree on that? The art team to go out of their way to kind of make this design here. I think we should give it to Yakal, even though he's a trash champion. Okay, so and in terms of the epics here, we're going to head into... Shall we give it to Bellyman? Before he stabs me with this thing? Or shall we give it to Skytouched? See, with Skytouch, I really like this helmet. But Fatman has a big belly button. Shall we choose Fatman? Let's do it. We're going to choose Farrakhan the Fat with a bold head and a big belly button. Let's head into the next faction. Alright, so Sacred Orders. Cardio. That's just a no-brainer, right? Amazing shield. Amazing sword. Great outfit. He's made out of gold. Angel kind of crown on his head. And he's got wings. Coming out of something from X-Men. So, Cardio definitely gets it. But honorable mentions, Rushguard the Tower, I think is pretty unique. Epic Champions. Do we give it to Godseeker? I really like Godseeker. I think it kind of pairs with the Cardio pretty well as well, with that shield. Yeah, nobody else here really stands out for me in terms of character art, so... Godseeker Aneri, scars on the face, battle worn, we got the shield matching Cardio. We got the gold encrusted wings, and a blue sword coming out of something from Zelda. Alright, so we are on... No, we're not on Barbarians. We've done Sacred Orders. Okay, a lot of you guys may kill me on this one. Arbiter is probably the standout choice, possibly. But I'm going to go with Royal Huntsman, Mr. Legolas from Lord of the Rings. A gold armor looking like he's going into war. In Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers or the Hobbit. He's got his bow. He's basically a better version of this Rowanus. He's got bronze, and he just looks like he's on a 100 kill streak in Call of Duty. And he's just unlocked that armor. Pixneal. See, she looks pretty cool as well. Why do I keep changing my mind? Sleekness, yes, but uniqueness because of Rowanus. Can I really give it to him? They look the same. Alright guys, let's give it to Pixneal. She gets trashed on a lot. She's a meme. Let's give it to her for aesthetically pleasing. In terms of the epics, Tyrell. That's just a no-brainer right there. OG of the game. One of my personal favorite epics from when I first started. Let's go Tyrell. We're going to give you that W. Let's do justice for Tyrell. Final faction. Who are we going to choose from here? Teletubby Shield. I wish a bit more glowing would have went on around here. I really like Sigmund. Or is it just me? Is that Cillian? Oh my god. It's Cillian without his helmet on. You imposter. It's an imposter, guys. Sigmund is Cillian without his helmet. What a fraud. Okay, so we can't give them to... We're not giving it to them. Raglan, amazing champion, but I wouldn't give it to her in terms of amazing. When you look at her, it's just pretty basic. But Baron, can you see the HD difference? Look at Raglan and then look at the armor detail on this one. Let's give it to Baron. Let's give it to him. He's got the eagle. I like the kind of metal finish on his armor. Let's go Baron. I'm going to give you that W. Yeah. And the final champion is going to be Ursula the Mourner. We got the dark version of Marta. Not really much to say about her. Ooh, I'd love to have a champion with that mask on the face. That looked really cool. So that was my favorite epic and legendary champion in terms of art in Raid Shadow Legends. I thought it was a cool little idea, and be sure in the comment section below to let me know your favorite epic champion and favorite legendary champion, not in terms of skills, but in terms of art design. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it a little bit fun, something a little bit different to the usual stuff, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.